EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearance.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Second down, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
5-yard line.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. from the shotgun to give to Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Trubisky will throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Cohen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Again, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
But Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st down, love to pass. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pull it good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love Back to it here after the pick six. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Number 88.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
By the Packers.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got Adams on the hookup.
Complete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 8-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Trubisky
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down now. It's Montgomery. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
44's Mike. Check.
Here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Play action. Now Trubisky. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Packers 21, Bears 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Green Bay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 38-yard line.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Made by Kevin King.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go bootleg. Love. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, it's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trubisky's pass is caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At the 43-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Again, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Love looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike, check. 59.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
tonight's final.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.